Hi, this is Chris Boudreaux. We are here at South by Southwest 2014 with Liz Bullock, who ran social media programs at Dell for a few years and now is running a company that she founded called the Social Arts and Science Institute, right? Or SASI, SASI. So he's doing a lot of cool work with a lot of brands around empowering employees in social media. So I wanted to just talk a little bit about some of the things you've seen and some of the things you're seeing, and both from Dell and what you're doing now. So, the first thing I wanted to chat about was, if you think about Dell and you were working on social programs for about 3 years there, right? Yeah. How did you see either the organization or the leadership evolve from when social media really started there to 3 years into it, how people either expected it to be used or expected it to create value or thought it should? How did that sort of change over time?
Yeah. So Dell got in the social media space back in 2006, and it was really around customer service and listening to customers. And so Michael's a huge proponent of direct relationships and really trying to build that direct model. And so I think at the time, it was really around kind of this one function. And over the time that I spent with the social media community team, we really recognized it's so much broader and deeper than that. And it really is to be utilized across the organization. There's so many incredible benefits, ways for HR, for recruiting, for product group, for sales. So I think that was one kind of evolution of just really trying to, how do we embed it into the culture and be a more effective business? I think also there was just a whole evolution in the capabilities of the technology. Back in 2006 when we started trying to listen to customers, it was very rudimentary. Everything was built out in Excel sheets. And now we've had this wave of technology where, we use Radian 6 from a listening command center, be able to get real-time data, tie that into NPS, and really understand how we're doing. Traditional NPS can take, months for us to calculate, and we now have a real-time NPS capability. So I think also just the speed of everything has also shifted, with the technology.
Yeah. So on the NPS, how does the organization think about that as being? Is that considered statistically representative of the entire audience, or is it just sort of, directional in how they think about it and use it? Or, yeah. Sorry to spring that one on you.
No worries. No worries. So Dell has created a platform called Social Net Advocacy. Yeah. And what it is, it allows them to do NPS, but really do very targeted NPS. And so if they want to see within a particular product how that is doing, they do feel that they can get very accurate results based off the data with that.
Moving ahead in time to where you are now and working with various brands on their programs, and then looking ahead to the way this is sort of evolving and thinking about empowering employees in social and making that more industrialized or consistent or robust inside of organizations. I think one of the things that a lot of organizations wonder about is what's in it for the employee, rewards, compensation, and so on. Yeah. And so I'm wondering if you see organizations more trying to create some sort of incentives, whether they're monetary or not, or do you think organizations are more just going to say it's now in your job requirements, so get on it?
Yeah. I'm actually already seeing a shift with some companies where they are saying this is a requirement. Dell, as an example, the North American marketing team, they went out and they identified 5 different roles that employees could play. So one could be a listener, where you're digging into listening data and gleaming insights around the business. One could be a brand advocate, where you're going out and you're sharing positive news that relates to you and your community. And so the executive, Brian Jones, basically said, hey, we have these 5 roles. Everyone from the organization, from the marketing organization, you have to be part of one of these roles. If you're not, this is going to impact your performance plans, your rating at the end of the year, which obviously affects your bonus. And so I do think that as I step back, I do see the role of the employee changing, because I do see that social can allow them to be so much more effective in what they do. And I think that the smart marketers are going to say, hey, we've got to make this part of the job. If I'm a marketing organization, I want all my marketers listening to the customer. I mean, it's just, that's the more effective way to do it. And so if you can get them there through performance plans, now you've got to be smart about it as well, and make sure you're rewarding the right behavior. Sometimes organizations don't do that, and you can see some missteps along the way, but hopefully with the right intentions, knowing this is an authentic way to connect with our customers, and doing that, hopefully it can be better for the business.
Yeah, very good. Well, thanks very much for making the time. Appreciate it.
You bet, Chris.